Hi there, everyone. It is currently Sunday, the 13th of November, 2011. Meteorologist Robert Spate here with you today, once again with Western Pacific Weather.com. Coming out here today, we have one main area that we continue to watch. This is Invest 91W here, just located just west-northwest of Palau. If you're unfamiliar with the geography out here, Palau is this island right in here, and this is drifting off towards the northwest right now. Actually, more of a west-northwest pattern, moving off here, likely going to make landfall around Visayas here in the coming days, but I don't expect this to develop into a significant tropical system. If anything, it might develop into a tropical depression here in the next several days, but it's going to be bringing some heavy rain showers out here to Mindanao and parts of Visayas. And also, today we continue to watch an area developing of low pressure here over Siberia. It's going to drift down here towards the southeast, and then eventually possibly bring some snow showers to the western portions of Hokkaido and Honshu by Wednesday and into Thursday. But first, let's look at this tropical system down here towards the south. Now, Palau's down here as well, and you see where JMA is actually putting this right in here. It's actually a little bit farther southeast of where that satellite imagery is. That's because it's drifting off here towards the northwest, since this surface analysis was created at 06 universal time, so about 3 hours old from that satellite imagery. But I do want to take the main thing out of this is that you can see some circulation here from the surface ops. Actually, you got this wind coming out of the northeast, and a little bit right in here is more northeasterly. And if we look south of here, actually some of them are coming out of the west, so that's just kind of telling us that there is a cyclonic circulation in there, and that is one of the main ingredients for a development of a tropical system. And here, looking at ASCAT imagery as well, you do see a slight cyclonic circulation in here. This is taking the measurement of the directions of winds, or assuming the direction of waves and their height out here, giving you a rough estimate on the winds out here across the Pacific Ocean. And you do see that there are some areas up here about 25 to 30 knots, but we did miss that center of circulation over here just west of this pass right in here, and that would indicate if there is a clear cyclonic circulation. But just looking at satellite imagery alone, you kind of do get a good hint that there is a clear and distinctive center of circulation in the middle of this. For example, you can see some inflow coming in from the south here, actually coming out of Mindanao area and across Palau. You see this big, well, that's indicating some moisture inflow, but also cyclonic circulation due to the fact that you also have banding coming in from the north as well. It is pretty sheared off, and actually if we look at the shear chart, you can see about 30 knots of wind shear off here towards the north, so that is hindering a little bit on the northern periphery. But here towards the south, where you really do see that good inflow and banding coming in off here across the Philippines and into the Philippine Sea, that's actually about 5 to 10 knots wind shear, much more conducive for development. So as long as it stays south of that higher shear off here towards the north, it possibly could develop here into a weak tropical depression, but already noted, I don't think it's going to be any stronger than that. But actually, let's look at the current tropical systems out here being posted by the Joint Typhoon Warnings. You can find this at westernpacificweather.com, by the way, if you just go to current tropical systems. But this is being indicated from the JTWC that this is a medium area now. It means a medium chance for possible development over the next 24 hours. And also this kind of matches up with the NOAA formation probability, which is showing that area in green just over Palau as well. But this is based on a model output, so really don't put too much emphasis on this particular tool right in here. It is a tool, and that's a big thing to note on this. But let's look at another model output, specifically GFS, and see how it develops it. It doesn't develop it too strong out here, and actually this is just initializing at 06 Zulu. You really don't see any circulation being indicated here by GFS, and if you go into the next several frames, it just pops up there briefly, but overall you just see that mass of moisture moving out here towards the Philippines. So that's one thing, particularly with this model, you really aren't going to see development if this actually occurs, but you're still going to see an abundant amount of precipitation out here on Tuesday and the Wednesday out across much of the Philippines from Luzon down to Mindanao. So this could produce some localized flooding. I noticed that Pagasa is not warning on this quite yet, but I'm sure in the next couple days they start putting out more information on it. But this is looking at no gaps now, and this is starting at 06 Zulu on Sunday as well. But if you look in the next several frames here, they developed this tropical system a little more so, and you see that center of circulation here. Once it hits about 10 degrees north, gets that little more of Coriolis force that develops it up a little more. You see some more banding in here as well. But all in all, it's on the same fact that it is just going to bring an abundant amount of precipitation out here. So this could also bring the potential for those mudslides and that localized flooding. But also, while we're looking at this, I want to note something else. By Tuesday and the Wednesday, there's going to be a pretty good cool down here across much of Japan, including support tomorrow, actually, you're going to see temperatures dip below zero here. That's on the centigrade scale. As soon as this high pressure starts to ridge in, and there's potential for some snow showers along the western portions of the Japanese Alps and the western portions of Hokkaido here, due to ocean effect snow as that cold air runs out of Siberia out here across the relatively warmer waters of the Sea of Japan, and that's going to condense the air there and drop some snowfall along the western portions of Japan as well. So continue to watch that, and also continue to watch our Invest 91W here for possible development, but definitely going to be bringing those rain showers to the Philippines. But that is all for right now, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, as always, please post them in the comment box below. Thanks again for watching, and stay safe out there.